In this video I'm gonna make a storage room, fix the smaller loose ends of my base, like doing the interior of that house, and fixing and doing the interior of this small village, placing a roof on top of it, and adding some smaller bits and pieces. And finally, we're gonna also terraform this whole area, but first I want to talk about just my rug. I had one villager first. I got after a couple of tries mending. I was happy. Thought it wasn't the best trade, but it's decent, so I just keep it. The second villager, not even a couple of minutes later, just mending. Much better. So I thought I keep this one, give them both for just the paper trade. Second enchantment, also mending. Luckily the third isn't mending, because that would be quite annoying. I said a couple episodes ago that this kind of barrier bush with something on top of it worked. It doesn't anymore, I think, or for some reason they escape. But I remember it worked it worked a couple years ago. They just keep escaping the animals, just like the sheep. They did this just to have them stay in there. Most likely because they're just getting pushed out through the other cows. It was quite annoying. But let's start with the interior of my villa. For my storage room, I want to make a small island in the middle of this water. So let's start building the island and mining out the hole to the position where we want it. So I found a netherite upgrade piece, but maybe you already noticed, but I don't have my better tools and enchanted gear anymore, because I died. Simply put, I got the upgrade gear and then just died. Now that this pit is mostly dug out, some minor parts I need to dig out and just get some ideas how I want to have my storage room. So before we can start at that part, I just want to finish up the villagers city house thing. Let's start the time lapse. So we finally finished the inside of the villager city. I did it like this just grass fade in. I maybe should have made it look like there are more buildings that way, but maybe for a later time. But right now we need to finish the place where the village is gonna live. So let's start a time lapse. So I finished the trading hall for the villagers. There are small things that I need to add, like some smaller auto farms. I want to use this whole village trading hall just a place where I go back more than once. So I want to make an iron farm and sugarcane and pumpkin farm here. But before we can make those farms, I need to gather some ice so that I can transport them from those places easier to this point. Let's get some ice. I made it immediately in blue ice. I don't know if packed ice also works, so if you know, leave in the comments because it helps. But we can finally start making at least a couple of those farms, like the insects and the pumpkin and sugarcane. I'm also gonna connect the one at home base to this one so we can just get a sugarcane from here. Let's start building the So before we can terraform this whole area, we need to gather the materials. So let's start in a quick download. So I've gathered most of the blocks I need, or just to make a start with the terraformation. Let's go! So before we can even make the chest room, we still need to make an iron farm. So let's make one real quick. So I've made one there, but it doesn't work, so I made a new one up here. That one works better. The reason why that one doesn't work is that most of them spawn here and just go to this place. Now the terraform part is done for this video. Next video we're gonna expand some things like that cave there. We're gonna expand. Now we can finally work on it in the chest room to get started. So storage room is finally done. The reason why it's so small is because I know from myself and just in the future I'm gonna need to expand this. So I kept it quite small, so I can just easily expand it. The reason why the outside hasn't been done is just I want to do something like Ito did with just the inside, making it look nice, just build around it. This is a future project. The reason why it's not down there, just because place where I just can go easier. But how does this thing work, the board system? It only allows through the first item in here, and the other ones you should quit something. Like what I'm gonna do is just copy his name to use this. If I'm right, this one right up. So if I'm just gonna put those in here, oh, the stone's getting put in here, not in one of those chests. The reason why I didn't do the copper golem is just because I've noticed that they are quite slow for what they do. It's just work faster in my mind. So let's move all the chest places to here. Start the time lapse. Thank you for watching this episode of our Minecraft Let's Play. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button. I hope I see you in the next one. Have a nice day.